Alright, so I think we're about to get started here. Recording has started. And my internet's being shitty, so this stream's dropping frames left and right.
Unlucky.
As long as it captures good for the recording, we're good.
Smash and win as quickly as possible.
Remember the LGD as well, they weren't so happy about that. So I expect RNG to take this game, but there's always room for upsets. And I think that these two teams, just stylistically, I think we might see an upset, perhaps. I mean,
that hair.
On one side, who rely a lot on Praedit in the late game. I was talking
it's like
Joker.
From the LCO
yeah, it's like an overused highlighter.
Like he does this, like it's just something for him. He dyed his hair blue one time. I'm
yeah.
Like, okay, dude, you're literally ruining your hair.
Is the hyper carry in a sense for this team.
People will do as people does, man.
In the LPL.
I mean, I have no issues dyeing your hair. Those colors just really wreck your hair.
Oh yeah, because you have to bleach it basically to even reset it to a different color and stuff, right?
Right.
Yeah.
In the end, they're the ones here at MSI instead of FPX.
How much shifts up is, of course, a good question, Cadril. Do we see RNG continue to let it be more of a weak side top for the likes of Xiaohu, or now that he's up against BioPanther?
Does LOL Esports actually have something up for these matches?
A weak side player, more about comms and team
That'd be
fight
cool. That'd be
contributions and
nice.
laning strength. Does he go back to champions like the Gnar, like the Lucian, the Jace that he did so well on in the regular season? A lot of questions, and I think that
they don't
we've had
exactly
two
have
very
it up
different
yet.
games when it comes to draft, Cadril. Game one was, it felt like a completely new meta.
Yep.
Game two was maybe you can call Akali new, maybe you can call Renekton mid spicy, but otherwise that's 11.5, 11.6. That was playoffs meta as we've seen it. So the question is, are Hecarim
and pause.
Just stick around once the
Waiting for something to get figured out.
Or do we see something completely different?
I really don't think Hecarim's that strong, and I think the reason Udyr was first picked because they banned Morgana Rumble and then first picked the Udyr. I'm not sure if that was just lack of adaptability from Infinity in the sense that they didn't really feel like they had comfort on these AP junglers with this new style. So we're gonna force an 11.5 draft by banning away the junglers and first picking Udyr to force you onto the, and then we're gonna make more bans in the second ban phase, take away the Lilian thing. So Steel was really pushed by his champion pool there. In the end, goes to the Hecarim 11.5 draft. I expect more adaptability out of these teams. I mean, he plays almost everything. Xiaohu's so adaptable. Yes, Cryin does play a lot of control mages, but he does play things like Rumble mid, like Renekton mid, like Lucian mid.
Automatically
so I don't think they're
given
shy
to be
away
behind the
from this
matchup.
meta. I think they're
So
what
I take, okay, don't say jungle diff. Don't say jungle diff. It's a lane diff. This is what happens to me as well. This is nothing about the jungle. The matchup is shit. The matchup is shit. Morgana can't play this matchup. She always gets ahead in this matchup. She's gonna get so ahead in the matchup. Why are you saying jungle diff? Do you see the?
No, that's Yankos.
On a number of occasions. See what he can do.
Dominic just replied to it, but yeah, it's like a 45-second clip of Yankos just losing his shit over the C9 Damn Juan game. He was live viewing it. Yeah, live viewing the game, and there's like jungle diff. No, that's just how it goes. Morgana just owns that matchup against the Kendrick.
Man who steps up 30% of his team's damage on things like Kai'Sa, Philios, Xayah. So those are the things we have to keep our eye out on. And AD carries is what I want to focus on in this draft. What AD carries are we going to see? What bot lanes are we going to see from Gala and Praedit? I mean, we saw last game things like the Kai'Sa Xayah trade-off. We saw last game before that things like the Varus Jhin. Are we going to see things like Jinx, these later game champions in this game?
And oftentimes when it comes to the West versus regions like the LPL and LCK, often, especially with the LPL, there's very different reads on the bot lane meta. Bot lane is much more aggressive. Here, Tahm Kench, defensive pick. In the LPL, you pick Tahm Kench, and they're diving you with that champ. So I'm ready to see if
are we going yet? Do we got anything?
Because this
nope.
year it has been mostly
no draft.
The champions that are good are so good, but is there going to be
any adaptation with I somehow managed to crack my leg.
It's like one team from another region was like, yeah, we can use Tahm Kench to disengage, and then the LPL like, we can use Tahm Kench.
You a former athlete? Because that's some former athlete kind of crick cracks and such.
No, I mean I work out. That's about it. But it was just like small, medium crack. Like, okay, that's weird.
But given last game, the teams really wanted to.
I think it's gonna be a support diff and a top diff.
Who can really
possibly
and adapt the most and change up the playstyle the most, or is it gonna be about comfort? And it's a good
question, I really wish I had just keep going back. Wish I'd actually looked up more about how Pentanet runs, wins, and stuff like that. Because when Pan Gaming comes through, I've got expectations for them. But I'm not
tournament? Are there
focusing
other
on
picks
their
like that are going to
game
feel really strong at the start of the tournament
until
and then disappear completely, or other picks that come out of left
until
field
like
that no one
Saturday
saw
against
coming
Mad
that have been
Lions.
super strong in scrims?
Yeah, and it's always the
I'll say like just add in a game.
The tanky junglers, Set Volibear, Sejuani last year, and then it came to a
All right, Ari ban. That's some old stuff right there. And the Morgana ban coming through. Lucian.
And jungle kind of changes up your whole team composition.
Ari ban.
Yeah, that's weird because like I remember that Ari was coming through out of EU and Jensen did it a few times in NA. I just didn't like it. It's like let me just turn my mid lane into like a damaging support with some stuns, but Jace ban still coming through.
They're banning out Yahoo.
He's banning the options. Getting rid of. Okay, so Chaz might have a respectable Zoe. Or at least they don't want to deal with the Zoe mid. Deal with that pokey. But that's the Rumble. We get our first Rumble in MSI. So we get to see just how nutty this character apparently is right now. And it could be it could go anywhere. And the Lee Sin. So everyone, both RNG and PPG just letting through these OP picks.
For the Rumble. Maybe that was their idea. Thresh also has been banned out on the first rotations because what Thresh does, it enables Aphelios and Jinx, and Praedith is no shy player of Aphelios. So maybe we see that locked in on 3.
Oh,
Lee Sin can be a flex for the solo.
Kaisa, Nautilus. That's some old stuff right there out of RNG for that bot lane. Nautilus, Kaisa. Can't say I've seen Nautilus for a while.
Yeah, in NA, that's the most I've seen Nautilus.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see a hypercarry here come out from Praedith.
And you can see very clearly telegraphed
and the Jinx hypercarry to be paired with the Thresh. So from here, it's actually like mid. Yeah, there could be jungle bans on the side of RNG. That's what's left open, at least between jungle or top lane. Well, jungle and mid lane, I would say, to be decided, because the Lee Sin should be able to be flexed between top lane and mid lane for its current best use.
That's Lee Sin top.
Yeah, that's like the easy expectation. So are they gonna ban out junglers? Alright, there's a Kindred ban. So I think RNG's gonna actually fill out nothing but jungle bans. The AD mid ban out of Renekton, and an Olaf ban. I think I heard that Olaf in lane was actually getting some good results on these pro games, these solo queue pro games.
Haven't. I can't say I've seen much of it, but that's possible.
Yeah.
I can't confirm that one.
Fiddlesticks. Is this even the right setup for Fiddlesticks?
Champion on LS's tier list on Twitter, and I was wondering where this came out of, but I love to see it. Fiddlesticks now coming in.
Alright, I need to go check this LS
so many different champions
tier
in the
list,
LCO.
because I've seen all the memes for it or whatnot.
Now he's busting it out. That's confirmed Lee Sin solo lane. That's a Nocturne lock-in from the side of RNG. That could go mid or top as well. Probably mid now that Nar's locked in. So what's Pentanet going to counter top lane? You have a lot of flexibility in the Lee Sin. Maybe you want to put in Gnar or just default to a tank option for Biopanther. Things like the Ornn, the Scion, the Urgot.
Cagel, they still have the luxury of the flex. They can put this Nocturne mid, they can put in jungle. There's an Urgot now locked in.
Okay, so it's gonna be Lee Sin mid into Nocturne.
I
don't know if I was ever gonna hear that in my pro career or like in pro play in general. There's a Lee Sin versus Nocturne mid, and then you have Fiddlesticks versus Rumble jungle perhaps. There's so much going on here. A lot of aggression on the bot side of the map as well. This game is gonna be bloody.
It's gonna be so incredibly explosive. I don't think RNG get the luxury of being the more slow controlled team this time around. I think they are ready to scrap. They're going to have to shift away from what they showed domestically.
Look at RNG's comp. Nocturne ultimate, Rumble ultimate, Kaisa, Nautilus, Mega Gnar. Praedith has to play Pixel perfectly to dodge and dive.
He has a lot going for them.
You have the Fiddlesticks, the Lee Sin assassination.
So Z tier, Gangplank, Kindred, Rumble,
RNG's comp is
nothing in mid.
It looks really broken. I'm not going to lie. The composition on this patch looks very strong. But Pentanet have that kind of wildcard factor in the Fiddlesticks.
Those are like the Z picks out of the tier list.
Cagel, 3 games at MSI 2021. This is the third one that we're now hopping into. 3 completely different drafts. I am here for it. I love it. I love the Fiddlesticks. I love the Nocturne. I love there is a Rumble in the jungle. I am ready to see what these champions.
A Nocturne? I missed that. I was looking up stuff that was not currently relevant.
I think that Nocturne is mid.
Nocturne mid on RNG. Okay.
Top lane Lee Sin has been dominating solo queue.
Vedius having an aneurysm over by the AD desk now.
In their lanes. It's a flex for double solo lane. It's very powerful on red side, and we've seen both games so far. The blue side bans Lee Sin. RNG leave it open. Pentanet lock it in. Chaz on the Lee Sin. Let's see what he can do.
And when you look at overall strength from both of these regions, you have to wonder, are we going to get both these teams to their comfort zone where they can play for team fights, where they can play for scaling, or is it just going to be an explosive early game where little differences in the lanes or big differences in the lanes end the game before it can even start?
Yeah, and RNG have the tools at level 6. Rumble, Nocturne, if they can move bot and get one good bot wave for a dive.
Alrighty.
Are going to be in trouble, but Chaz has the TP. Pabu can power farm on the Fiddlesticks. I would love to see how his clear goes in the early game, because I've seen Fiddlesticks do 2 camps at the same time, level 1. We'll see if he does that, but Ming already getting aggressive here.
One auto down, just trading back. Greatest lethal tempo, healing up a little bit there. Will now walk away.
Ooh, Pabu took a health potion and put his pain cord on the entrance to cover the invade. Maybe he's scared of that. Fiddlesticks level 1 is very weak. And they have a Nocturne Nard. They're going to be a fight here.
Shotgun legs are going to be very strong. Nocturne level 1 though also quite strong. Lee Sin decently powerful as well, but right now it is a 4v3.
Panther about to get... Oh, he's going to have to flash out.
Xiaohu also flashed though, so it's an even trade.
Oh, okay.
But RNG get the ping cord.
That is going to be massive. A little bit less defensive vision here.
Alright. So, PGG with Urgot, Fiddlesticks, mid lane Lee Sin, Jinx, Thresh, and then RNG, Gnar, Rumble, Nocturne, Kaisa, and Nautilus. Yeah, this is a nutty set of drafts here. And Frostgurn has no faith that this draft is actually going to win them. Pabu's Champion Ocean? I think they got the name wrong there, bud. Pabs? Oh. So he's the Joker looking dude in the jungle.
Yeah.
And just standing their ground fighting. Prey, gonna take some damage here, but he's gonna rock it back.
Wonder.
Wow, that's super close.
It really is, but he gets. I think he gets to execute or like he get kind of like
yeah.
W.
We get the heal off the W, and the Gromp gives you back health and mana.
But look how fast Wei is clearing.
Yeah, he's already done with the chickens. Yeah, here's the break point. Yeah, Pabu had to start the way he did to actually even try to keep up. Oh, hook on to Ming. Nothing too special from it, though.
Seems like a pretty even lane so far.
My curiosity is how does this actual Lee Sin Nocturne matchup go? Because like what spell does that Nocturne actually need to like, you know, W to really like save the situation?
I mean, probably his Q.
Yeah, I would think
Q
just
does a lot of that.
yeah, first or second Q. Either way, you're denying like a whole bunch of damage that way, and then it's just auto attack for free. And Chaz has to W away to try to break the fear tether.
I thought topside might have they try to get one or the other ahead, but I guess not. Wait, Crying to build up a CS lead though.
Yep. Solid control. Like Chaz cannot really step forward all too easily, and Crying it's just a bunch of free poke, non-committal poke there with his Q. Is it to clear out the fiddle ward? Oh, they already predicted where Crying is. They know he's blue side. They know he's over by his Gromp again.
Oh, Pabu, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing that makes Lee Sin annoying in his lane is that the Omni Vamp that he has. That's what's making him really. Oh, okay.
That's not good. The back went through.
The exhaust saved him so much.
Yeah. Way's gonna get some words in. So keep a track of Pabu here, and Chaz just gonna have to get out. Like, Cryan just has full control of this. I think we have a very easy counter against Lee Sin. It's just another AD, and it's Nocturne of all things. Oh, they know. He knows this is going to be a problem here. And here comes Wei, and that is a lot of damage. The Fear's going to come out, but Pabu, I think, is going to have to run away from here. The Drain's going to come out, but that is not the trade you're looking for.
Wait, good thing Wei didn't go that way.
Right.
Ironic.
So Pabu's still going to get control of his jungle here, and they're going to go over, trying to take these Krugs. Bio's going to clear the wave, get that pushing back so he can come over and help Pabu secure his Gromp. Or his Krugs. And Ming's up here too, so everyone's up top, and Wei just flashing in, looking for trouble. Cryans is going to ult through. He's going to get the Fear Tether onto Decoy. It's going to get under tower, start taking turret shots, and trying to pull him in. A lot of turret damage going down here, and Chaz has arrived as well, and the ult's going to come.
This is not good for RNG.
He's going to kick him out. Wei is dead, and PPG starting to show us some promise here out of Australia. And Ming's going to have to make a run for his life. Your Hook's going to connect, and he's going to pull himself away. I think Chaz wants it. No. They're going to accept that. First blood collected by Chaz. Finally getting some momentum onto this Lee Sin pick. I didn't catch who got first blood in the last game, but I'm wondering if there's a current pattern, because first blood is not guaranteed game wins, as we've learned.
No, I think Sven got first blood in the first game.
Yeah, he did. He did.
But there's a pause, Dracos. A lot of action in the early game, I must say. I thought it'd be more on the bot side, but
and another pause. Only pauses during the games that I'm recording and casting.
It's a sign.
Wouldn't be surprised if all of them are sweating for every moment in this game. And the hardest part, I feel like,
oh, where is that tweet? Where's Azale? Where is it? This right here. Just huge question marks. Why? Why you do this?
Well, we get to see the, I was gonna say, the abyss of Twitter.
Right. That's about the only play we've got right now. Shoot, with this kind of time. Where's the...
I think if they had a few more items, that's a kill with the Rumble and the Nocturne, but I think they got a little too hyphy.
Game starts. There's the game pause. That's what I was looking for. Guy's gonna be like, unless this guy's gonna be flashing underneath turrets, like trying to get bindings or trying to get chains off. I don't think so.
Yep. It's all about the Zoe and whether or not her early game prio will help her snowball side lanes.
I think I can keep it this way.
Yeah.
I feel like you
built up a pretty good season.
I feel like you messaged me and you trying to figure out where this game pause ended over in the
you can see and then you can just follow the stream.
Yeah, that's dope. That's good. Okay, game pause. I might actually have to edit this recording now, son of a bitch.
I think Cena,
I wasn't there because I was still in a meeting.
Listen,
what was the
Are we back? We're back. Okay.
All right.
Hmm. Well, that's where I think that ends up being the requirement for both these mid laners, that they have to actually roam to find value, and it's might be 3-man. No, Way's gonna start up the Herald.
Well, I feel like once the game gets longer, Nocturne's ult's gonna be more impactful than Lee Sin.
Yeah. Just engage from far away and just blow up someone. Prey's gonna have a really hard time trying to survive that. But the Thresh could end up like kind of ruining the whole dive setup, because the moment Prey's allowed to just free fire is when, you know,
They just wasted so much time, and now Nocturne gets to push in the mid.
Yeah. I could get Drake for it at least, but yeah, he's already 12, 13 CS down right now. Trying to catch the last bit of that wave. All right, they're about to move for this. Here comes the dive onto... No, Bio's gone. I guess they read that. They're gonna give over some turret plates.
Yeah, that's first turret actually, because it's already down to 3. If they summon it up there, yeah.
Yep, there it is.
First turret.
All right, so yeah, RNG opening this up really well, and Bio gonna have, yep, kill off the Herald, and now gonna have to try to keep it held here and keep Xiaohu from getting any more turret damage. Then,
Right.
we're looking for a good counter. Like, they traded turret for dragon, which is good, but it's still waiting for... I guess we're just waiting for a bigger play to roll with. Oh dear. Oh, okay, just a flash exchange.
But that's Jinx flash.
Exactly. It's totally worth it. It's totally worth it for Ming to go for that and force that out.
Doesn't really play for on the map. It's kind of in a lull state.
Mm-hmm. Little state, hang out, go get your coffee, and come on back, and you'll probably miss like 2 fights.
But Xiaohu's built up a big CS lead. Pablo's freezing it up there. But
that's good, like actually. I was wondering if he was going to do that.
I think they might put... that's another plating right here.
Yep.
That's 5 platings right there so far.
5, 6 platings total, because they got the turret, and that'd be 5 total plates, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at Xiaohu. That's a little rough there, and Wei just flying ahead. That's it. Wait, Wei with more gold than Pabu by a good like 500, but similar CS, and Pabu has the assist. That's got to be like some farm differences or something. No, it's probably the turret plating up top. That's what it was. That's what got the difference.
For a minute, I thought the fiddle was gonna go over the wall.
Oh boy, Wei's here looking for it. This ult's gonna come down. There it is, and they're not in the right position. They're safe. That's a double kill for that team. And oh my god, Wei.
That was beyond clean.
That was super clean, but that damage out of what, a level 6? A level 8 Wei? That's not even level 11. Second upgrade on the ultimate.
This is just gonna balloon to 3K if they get once they get that next plate. Yeah.
Yeah. And the thing, usually you'd want, if you're prepping for a regular team fight, and this was not a regular team fight by any measure, you want Decoy to be further back, and he pushes away Gala. He doesn't even try to push away Wei, and Wei did not need any help there. He needed no help to get that down. That was
by the way.
You're back. Was good.
Yeah, what's up? I just came to say Rumble, by the way.
Rumble indeed. Oh my gosh, that was stupid. That was super stupid.
We're going to see a lot more of
That was
MSI.
if they allow it through, that was illegal. That was illegal what just happened. He did not need anyone. He could have just 1v2'd that with that lineup on that ult. No chance. Decoy needs to position himself further back to get people lanterns away from those equalizers.
Wait till he finishes an item.
Oh gosh. Oh my gosh.
Actually, just broken.
Super. See, I was wondering what was melting me so hard last night on ARAM, because like they had a beefy comp and we had like no tanks to buy us time to like get out any DPS, but I was just blowing up on Akali for like unclear reasons, and I was like, oh, it was the Rumble. That's what it was. That's what was ruining my life. Just apply flames into smoke screen. There's no way Ninja survives.
The Lee Sin hasn't really, outside of the...
No, he's only had one
kill.
play. He's only had one play. And Nocturne's only gone in once, but hasn't really... both mid-laners have been kind of negligible. And Chaz has his Gore Drinker now, but yeah, I just don't see where this Lee Sin's going to get much going unless he makes some crazy outplays.
Well, I'm glad I predicted the freaking team comps, though.
Right.
The freaking AP junglers and the AD solo laners.
Everyone was calling
exactly
for it.
What we called.
The whole scene was calling for this and waiting for this to happen.
Yeah.
Hook misses Ning. Decoy looking to get an early kill before this dragon fight gets started. But PPG a little late on it. Trying to move their way in. Get some vision cleared out. But RNG's like, cool, take drag. We got no problem. We'll go ahead and take out this turret.
And with Nocturne autos, that's gonna go a good bit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, dear Chaz. Oh, Chaz goes in too far. And that's going to be turret plus kill. Yeah, this is... I don't like this Lee Sin pick at all now. I really don't like it. It's not getting out of lane enough to make anything happen. It has no wave clear. Yeah. Eek. Yeah. No. Oh boy. Sad face. And Pabu here looking for an opportunity. He's got ult flash option. They could go for a dive here on Nagala. This would be super easy. This is a super free one. But they don't trust it. They don't know where anyone else is on the map.
Is Morgana banned?
Yeah, Morgana was banned. Yeah, Morgana was banned. Diana has yet to show her face in any of the 3 games so far. The last match that was against Detonation Focus Me and Gillette, yeah, Infinity Esports, yeah, the LLA team. It was just back at 11.6. It was just Hecarim Udyr. I was like, oh, we're back at Spring Split. Okay, cool. I didn't know time travel was
as to like the priority on Morgana versus Rumble for different teams. I personally think that Rumble is stronger, but I've seen a lot more people play Morgana than Rumble.
I think that Black Shield ends up just grabbing so much, and the CC lockdown from the root, that root lasts forever.
I think we're not gonna see either
for the rest of the tournament.
Games. Yep, I don't think so. Like no more of this baloney.
It's getting too crazy.
I'd like that. Those 2 junglers are not fun to watch.
Oh, Prey caught up here. He's going to get ulted out here. There's 2 TPs coming in here. Prey dodges the hook. And Ming might have to run for his life. Or Megadeth Rug comes out, but it's just going to choke him down here. And this might be a neutralized fight now that everyone's teleported in.
Oh,
this is going to be a full 5v5 here. Fiddle ult comes in. Can they get the kill off? Waze just arrived here. Here comes the Equalizer. And it's going to do massive damage, but I think Pintanet might have the rest of this fight here. Oh, no. Waze coming through with the double kill. Then you cannot stop this Flame Splitter. And Biopanther's going to try to get some exit kills here. But Quadra kill onto the Rumble.
Yeah, that's not coming through, guys.
That is not fair. He's late to the fight, but it was... Oh my gosh! He's like, thanks for setting this up for me, guys.
By the way, he also has split pushes really fast now, just so you know.
Yeah, the attack speed buff,
because he needs that. He needs that part of his kit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he shreds through any if there was a tank, the new way they changed it, he's just shredding through people. So.
And he goes Night Harvester. Okay.
Yeah, for the more magic fan.
More burst. Yeah. The mythic passive and the burst.
I disagree with that.
I would want the
But I
Leandries.
guess it doesn't matter. No, I would want the proto belt for the gap closer.
Mm.
I feel like he has enough raw damage that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I could see that for the damage for the.
I'm looking, but they have Ergot. They have a little between like. They have a lot of tanky-ish kind of, so I don't blame it right there.
That's fair. I guess they have enough CC on the rest of the team to set him up without.
Yeah, and he could also end up with some significant true damage after especially with the
greedy as fuck, but
hey,
he's allowed to be.
It's a greedy pick. It's a greedy pick. Like it's OP, but it's one of those picks. Like, no, I'm gonna play for greed here for sure. Heal comes out from Prey. Double TP comes down. Look at how late Wei is on this fight. Like there's 3 players that are gonna get there before him, but still no chance. Chaz just in trouble. Pabu's gonna have to proto belt himself out to just to try to secure the blue buff. And here comes Cryan.
He
Darkness
just
comes
ults for the 40% damage.
Gosh.
And now they have total control of their jungle.
Yeah, but that's minute till.
Because he's gonna have it for Dragon. By the way, the ult is on such a short cooldown; it's almost halfway.
Yeah, it's like a 50-second cooldown, like level 1, like level 1 ult.
It drops down to 40 seconds.
Doesn't.
After a while.
Jeez,
it's literally 50% done right now.
And what is that? What's that item he's got on him right now? The second item.
Isn't that Horizon?
Yeah, I think it's a Horizon.
That is so BM because you literally don't do damage unless you're a certain distance away from them.
Yeah.
So that's just for his like long range ulti. He's just using it to poke.
It's not okay.
Oh, Meganar.
Meganar out. Zhou's gonna have to run away here, but Decoy's so dead. Oh gosh, and Puree just gets cut in half just from the ult, and RNG gets to clean it up.
He had ult back up already.
It's already a quarter of it's already back up anyway. He's gonna ult the Baron because he can. God. This is so nutty. This is so
like a Lux ult they give it on Rumble, dude. It's insane.
Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Horizon focus.
The ironic part was the Rumble changes was for him to be in the top lane.
I know. That's what I said, dude. I was like, they literally tried to buff him for top lane melee fights so that he could whack things more, but they didn't think the fact that, hey, if he can whack things more, guess what? There's a lot of things to whack in the jungle.
Yeah. Yeah. Jungle always whacking things. Must auto attack to clear jungle.
Yeah.
Cannot sit and wait for jungle to get low health before whacking. Jungle will eat you. Yeah. Horizon focus. Dealing damage to a champion with an ability that's neither unit targeted or auto targeted at more than 700 units away, or immobilizing one reveals them and increases their damage dealt to them by 10% for 6 seconds.
Yeah, he's literally just trying to long range ult.
Yeah, the only thing that's going to apply to is the ult in the Rumble kit.
It's such a BM build. I've never seen anything like it before.
I imagine LS is having like an aneurysm for this pick right now. Oh, Chaz goes in. Can't get the ult off. And he's just going to get locked up there. Wards everywhere. Cannot click the lantern. Oh, Chaz. I'm sorry.
Oh, he just
has to heal. He heals to get the initial burst off, but there's just no chance. Pray. And Showers is going to sit in the backside here. And Gala's going to come on in off the Gnar. And that's going to be a dead Panther. Oh, this is not the Jungle Book story you were looking for here. The Panther is dead. All the Aussies are dead.
It's such I didn't realize what he was doing at first, but he's overheating as he's ulting every single time for maximum ult damage.
Nice. Does the ult scale off of his heat? I thought it was just flat.
So. I think all his abilities.
I thought it was just flat. Well, he has to be in yellow for bonus on his regular abilities. Where's Rumble at?
Well,
League of Legends.
This scrim is going all right.
I mean, I'm having a good time. I don't know about you, you know. Rumble, Mechanized Menace. Let's go, let's go.
You know, this reminds me of the 2019 Worlds where they had that one game of Kalista and they're like, nope, not doing it. We're banning Pantheon Kalista this entire tournament.
Yeah, there's
I
nothing.
wonder if they thought that Fiddle clear time would work out with the Rumble clear time. Like, why did they choose Fiddle?
They needed AP.
Yeah, they
I
did.
understand that, but they left Rumble open and banned Morgana. You know?
Yeah, you end up. It's almost required going into these matches to ban both.
They got no advantage with the Lee Sin.
Because
I would think that like it would be interesting if they banned neither and then picked up the Morgana instead.
they could have that counterplay. It's just, oh my gosh, no chance on that Fiddle. 3-man gnarled out from Xiao Hu, and this is just cleanup here. Waze is going to walk this in. Chaz is going to get a shield proc, but cannot get the kill onto Ming. Ming at like 2 health right now, and this is going to be the end of this game. And for those who want to know, Equalizer does not scale up from anything. It just is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the overheat only affects the basic abilities.
So he's just trolling them. All right.
Oh, he's ready just for the melee.
25-minute game. I'm not sure if that's the fastest game time right now, but yeah.
It's feeling a little feels bad there. And now we know that Rumble is a monster. That will be the end for RNG versus Pentanet GG. 3rd game of day 1 here at MSI 2021.